Yeah, so we had a bit of a delay because my hub broke and it looks like it destroyed half my computer's USB ports. So kind of needed the USB to plug everything in. So this is going to be a pain in the butt. But I think my capture's still going, right? Yeah. So I think I got enough, I guess, working USB to at least do this much. Just sucks to have lost half my USB. I guess I got another controller or something. Alright. So hopefully I can just add make -f make file .os2. I don't have a binary on me, so I'm going to have to compile the AGI interpreter. Which hopefully this should just work. I guess because this is OS2, I can go ahead and just move this to the side. Try to open another OS2 prompt. Change virtual floppies. And then cd game, ndkq1, cdkq1. Floppy. This should be a copy of King's Quest from GOG, which I'm not sure if it runs directly from DOS. But anyways, I wanted to basically run the OS2 version of my silly interpreter. But first we got to compile it, which thankfully is a lot better than using a 286 or 386. So I guess I should mention this is the PS2 Model 60 with the 486 upgrade card. So, unlike my previous PS2s, this one might actually be fast enough to stream from. It's just that I'm restricted to seemingly VGA mode only. So, no full screen Doom or anything like that. It just, the capture card won't capture it. But the VGA to HDMI, it's more than happy with it, and any computer monitor can see what I'm doing just fine. It's just this capture card. Well, this one, I would say it sucks, but at least it captures this much, because all the other ones didn't. And, of course, this was the cheapest one at £12. So, go figure. Oh, hey, Young Commander. Hey, how you doing, man? I just saw you pop in. Yeah, this one's native. Oh, okay. You know what? I should probably put it on my Discord. I sometimes forget about promoting my stuff. I'm so terrible about that. But yeah, so I just got to compile the interpreter first because I'm totally unprepared. But I figured, it's Sunday. What the hell? And then yeah, I figured we'd play King's Quest. I put it to some poll, and I'm gonna cheat massively because I suck at these games. Like when they were new, I never had a computer that could run them, and by the time I did have a computer that could run them, I was just too busy. So I never really played any of the CR games. I think the only one I played through was Manhunter. Yeah. I know. It's so scary every time I look at the older part of the blog, just how old it is. And then sometimes I just feel like just giving up on the whole thing. But then, you get these emails from people where it's like it's meant so much to other people. Like it's amazing in a way once when you've, I guess, built something bigger than yourself. And then it's almost that pressure of like, I got to keep going. Yeah, the Scum VM. I think this is what became Scum VM. Or the early things that were adopted into Scum VM. Yeah, the old Scum games. It's like I know of them. I tried to play Maniac Mansion as a kid, but the 1541 disk drive was just too slow, too frustrating. Really needed a hard drive back then. Yeah. It's, I don't know, it's still weird in a way, like getting recognized, or when people suddenly realize, oh my god, that's you, or oh, that's right, because it was Lucasfilm with the Scum and Sierra SEI. I don't know why. Maybe because it was just old age or something. But I started to think of them as the same thing when they're most definitely not. Yeah, the 1541, man. That thing was a workhorse. I mean, when it worked, and oh my god, it was so slow. I can't believe I played any Infocom games on that thing. It is just so slow. You had to have the patience of a saint. And especially, it's just so much time to think ahead. What should you really do? You just don't type in wild guesses. SimCity 2000 for OS2. A bunch of bugs in the X. Yeah, you gotta love it when people are so smart about the hardware and it works in real life, but yeah, it messes up emulation like crazy. The advent of C64. I tried to play on the 64 CPM card, but it printed triple letters for everything and it ran so slow. It took like half an hour to boot CPM, so I had a reproduction CPM cartridge and it just did not work. I never bothered asking for a refund because I just felt bad for the guy trying to make them. But you'll see them on eBay being sold out of Italy. They're yellow and they're 3D printed, but they definitely did not work on my C64C. So I just say, yeah. I guess words of warning that the reproduction cards, I think they're all for bread bins. Yeah, the original C64s. Which I can remember as a kid, I had the choice of either getting a 300 baud modem or the CPM card because they were heavily discounted a year or two after launch. And of course I took the modem. Yeah, and then the PAL and NTSC thing. It took forever for me to finally get a tape drive and then tape games. They were not very easy to come by in North America, or at least definitely not in Canada. Speaking of which, Mac Effects is making replacement injection molded front cases for the G3 iMac. Fire suppressant making them brittle. Yeah, oh my gosh, Macintosh plastics are the worst. I have a, what the heck is this thing? I keep forgetting. Yeah, I got a Macintosh 6400. And so it's an American model that somehow was in the UK. And I know I'm lucky because the plastics on mine are still in great shape. I don't know how. I got the Power Mac and the monitor, keyboard, mouse, and all that for I think just under £100. And then the owner delivered it for the cost of gasoline. I got lucky on that. Oh yeah, I saw the posting thing about the X25 to the satellites. I was just it's either just going to bed or just waking up, and then I know I fell asleep. So I'm not sure what cycle of up and down I was at. But yeah, that looked cool. Yeah, I'm back in UK. Yeah, I had to leave. I have insider friends in high places, and they were like, "You need to go," because I was getting randomly stopped for interrogations way too often, to the point where the randomness is not random. Yeah, because the batteries cook, the charger isn't much better off. There's a tendency to idle at absurd temps. Yeah, and that's what happens with a lot of these things. They basically cook themselves. Okay, so we finally bombed with nothing to object, and I think that's just a file name being too long. Or maybe it's just not compiled. So CL360 nothing.c. file.os2. Let me see if I can just manually link. Yeah, so hopefully just link 386x sarien.lnk. Alright, come on, linker. It's a good sign it compiled this far, but when I left this, it was at least working on the 1990 beta versions of OS2, but they don't run on this machine. Oh, good. I think we have an executable. And we do. All right. Of course, the question is, does it work? Let's see, King's Quest is here, so I should get a copy SDK20 proj sarien.exe. Trap OD. Yeah, that's kind of what I expect, but you never know. Spelled wrong? S-A-R-I-E-N. The system cannot execute the program. Oh, because you know what? The wrong link 386 is probably in the path. Right, so this is the OS2 link 386. And you are going to be the SDK one. Ah, this is when they change the formats. OS2 link 386. Okay, so maybe now with an LX linker, it'll actually work. Maybe. It's like for once, could they just like stick with a binary format? Maybe? Here we go. Come on. Come on. And crashed for no reason. That's just great. Ah, did you leave a log file? No. I guess I gotta redirect standard out and see if it says anything. Failed to open dir. That is so weird. Is there an actual file in Space Quest called dir? I had to go dig through my files. Oh my goodness. Why couldn't it just work? There is no file called dir. But there is an ini file. See if we get anything out of standard error. Yeah, I know. Oh, this is fat. I think I did the last one on HPFS. It's looking for dir dot, not dir. Yeah. What on earth is it doing? That is so weird. Let me just type error again. Nothing. And then out. That is so weird. Alright, maybe it's the, yeah, I gotta see if I can find another Sierra game, because I also did my testing with Space Quest 2. Maybe it's got some weird thing. Because there should be dir files. It ends in dir, so there should be log dir, pic dir, sound dir, view dir. And there they are. Alright, I guess let me get my Space Quest 2 data. Or can I? Because that was the thing I was saying, is that my USB 3 got fried. So I don't think I can actually move USB around. Oh no. I gotta go get my laptop. Man, the things you take for granted, like your port's working. Um, the one I have is on my GitHub. Let me get the link. Or I don't know if I can post links in here. The Sarien PM. Because this is the port I did to Presentation Manager. Yeah, and the file glob can be a pain. Let me get my laptop. I'll be right back in a moment. It's just downstairs. So I guess if it's smart, maybe I could bring my RISC V. No. Okay. Actually, let me just check the D drive. I might have a copy of Space Quest installed. Yeah, the Win32FF, yeah. Is it install? Yeah, it's starting an AGI3 in it, right. It sounds about right. Oh, you know what? There's a file that changes between the versions. That's right. File glob, I think it is. I keep forgetting about this. There's a flag I think I have in here somewhere about opening files if it exists. Yeah. I think if I change the not RC to regular RC, it works on release OS2 because the beta returned a different type for some reason. If I remember correctly. I believe this was the problem, the file existing. Let me just try this real quick. File log J. I should just take that old link 386 out of the path. But I guess I'm just too weird. I think this might be it. I think it might be a matter of that for some reason the betas on doing a file check don't return the same value as the release. Because of course, I mean, why would it? Why would it? And we can relink. I can just try to run it from there. Because I think that's where it gets confused. Why? Did I use the wrong link again? No? Maybe I can't spell. No. Alright, maybe it's the other one then. Yeah, just file open dir and then AGI v3.c. Come on, find underscore init. You don't need to be case sensitive. Yeah, you take all those IDEs and stuff for granted after a while. Yeah, the ganger thing. Of course, where does ganger get defined? Ah, I swear I should make a Win16 or Win32 version of this. Let me see if I can just get the Space Quest 2 files. Because then at least if I know Space Quest 2 works, then I haven't broken it too horribly bad. Okay. I was kind of hoping this would just work. I don't know why I was thinking it would just work. Oh my goodness, there's so much garbage in this directory. Old. Let me just go through these files. Let's see, I think I have the 286 version on here. So I don't need any lights, I don't need any FARs, don't need any runs, don't need zip files, don't need any code view stuff. Don't need telmes. Let me just check one more thing. Let me just make sure it's not here again. Let's see, file, close. What do I got? Doom. Because this, yeah, again, this capture just sucks. It only runs in 640 by 480, so anything full screen, it'll just immediately stop working. Yeah, I guess I thought I had all my Farlap extender stuff on here, but I guess not. And I just got a network card for this thing. I just haven't had a chance to load up the drivers. Yeah, there's no Farlap stuff on here. I mean, I see the 286 one, but where was it? PH28625. Oh, it's not even installed. So that's useless. Okay, let me just make the virtual floppy. Let's see, do I have QEMU on here? I do. Hooray. So temp QEMU, PC BIOS, FDA. I need a DOS disk, don't I? HDA, temp QEMU. So fine, I guess we gotta do FDA for DOS 6. I gotta set this thing up better because I didn't think I'd be doing any stuff like this. Alright, now I gotta boot a drive so that I can copy some files off of this thing. Oh wait, this one is actually a, oh, but, as I say, I found a DOS disk, but it's got the thing on it, but it's DOS extended. Oh, this is going to be so weird. Stacker, A drive. Oh my goodness. Why is everything got to be so complicated? Alright, what other DOSness do I have? Oh my gosh, this is so annoying, sorry. This is gotta be so boring, yeah. It looks like it's trying to construct the game drive path and then just goes boom. Yeah, that seems about right. I think I need an INI file for the game. Let me see if there's an INI file in the source directory. Because now that I think about it, that sounds about right. Let's see if I quit out of here, quit. Alright, then B drive. What do I got in here? Delete this? Yeah, okay. Okay. So I got my floppy, which I think has the my Farlap 386 version. Alright, let's see. Because I compiled this thing for Farlap 286 and Farlap 386. Yeah. So if I try to run the 386. Oh, it's 2.0. No fix packs. So if I go sys level, you'll see. I think this just crashes the Farlap 386, but what the heck, we'll try. Yeah, this is peak multitasking here. it's kind of slow. Yeah, I guess it crashed. Oh no, it's still trying to load from floppy. So, no fix packs. It's just a regular 2.0. Yeah, because I planned on having a webcam on the PC so you can watch all the lights blink and stuff. Because yeah, here's what it's supposed to look like. See, it loads up here. Then it's this one's actually loading the directories and stuff. Wow. So this is Farlap 386 version. Oh, and then it crashes. Nice. But anyways, it does have an INI file. So maybe that matters. Come on. Alright, fine. So let's just copy everything from this floppy and see if it works. It's a shame it doesn't work under OS2, either one of them, but yeah, I was able to rebuild this as a protected mode DOS application, and the 286 version is incredibly slow. Even running on a 386. So I always wondered why you never saw 286 extended DOS games, and that would be why. It's horrendously slow. But it is kind of cool to know that you've got a ridiculously over-text game. So the good thing about GoText is, the media doesn't go bad, but the bad thing is, yeah, they're just as slow as the real thing. Alright, so if we delete all the executables. Alright, and see what it does from here. Oh, it does the same thing. Nice. Well, at least it's consistent. Consistently broken. And I guess it's going to give me the same error message, right? Yeah, failed to open dirt. Alright. Always a good feeling when I leave a project I think is working, but it's not. Not sure if I even got the right date on here. I thought this was the direct. Yeah, what the heck? How was that not found? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. This isn't going to work, is it? Oh, it did. Wow, I didn't expect that to actually come back with anything. Yeah, there's my problematic link 386.exe. So if I just remove it, and I cannot type today, can I? Or I can blame it on the keyboard. Can't be the user. Oh. Oh, it didn't recompile the file block. CK Proj. Okay, let's try this again. This is so weird because I know I left it working. I know I did. Oh, you know what? Archive is back up. I know I think I uploaded a copy there. And I'm pretty sure it was working. I mean, I played Space Quest all the way through. It has to be working. Ah, this is so annoying. Why do I thought I left good notes, but apparently I did not. Or is Archive dead again? No, I think it's dead again. It's like a bad omen when when my USB hub got zapped. Come on. Alright. Wow, okay. Archive is up. It's just very slow. Didn't I leave like build artifacts on GitHub? Adding a second version. I've managed to get this working on real hardware, but it's very slow. Right. You need the NA file and the executable on top of any AGI 2 or 3 game, Tesos-based quests. Of course, you know what? I'm assuming King's Quest is AGI 2. Maybe it's not. What if it's not? That would really suck. Yeah, so my first binary build shows it working with where I can get the link. No, don't inspect the element, paste. So under releases, it shows that it was there. And then I did leave a floppy disk image. So I guess I gotta extract that on my laptop, of course. Back to this again. Normally I'd do some prep work, but I had to go outside into the real world today. And that always messes me up. Because every time I have to go outside and, you know, it's getting there, coming back, it takes so long. I'm not close to anything where I live in the UK. I'm not in a big bustling city. I'm not quite in the middle of nowhere. It's just it's a college town, and I'm not going to college, so this place kind of sucks. They don't have a lot of adult things here, because I guess college kids or something. See, so get my Sarien VFD copy VFD to d:/. I guess I'll do disk 3. I'll eject. Let's see if this one's got anything useful. Because I'd like to think I uploaded a working build. Oh, now what? Is my Zotac broken? No, it's just behaving weird. Great. Just great. Okay, let's see what we get from here. It'd be nice if something just freaking worked. Yo, King's Quest in half an operating system. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. No, there we go. See, this executable works. Alright, so we'll just have to see if it works on top of King's Quest. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little faster. Kind of hoping this would be a lot faster, actually. And I guess this is before I got the sound working. Alright, quit. Alright, fine. And close. So I guess for the big moment of truth, does it actually work? Yeah, see, it would have worked. But I guess this version is before I had the beeper music working. Kind of disappointing. But let me just see if this thing actually works. I guess like enough to where you can actually do something. Yeah, the Doom console scroll thing. Oh wow, this is horribly slow. I know on the 386 this was unbelievably slow, but I was kind of hoping the 486 would be better. And it looks terrible. Oh wow, this is gonna be unplayable. I gotta wonder if this thing's even running at the full speed. Like, did I screw something up so bad on here? Because this is using that 486 SLC Now. So unless you've got the device driver loaded, it doesn't run at 486 speeds. It runs slightly slower than the 286. So yeah, if I run DOS in full screen, the capture card can't capture it. It only does the one resolution. But I was pretty sure this thing was running at the full speed. Um, just run Landmark again. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure if it was running at the slow speed, it wouldn't be performing anywhere near like this. But yeah, I don't think anything else works. Okay. Proc. Yeah. Program encountered an error. Oh, and you killed my session completely. Nice. Um, Not sure what else I have on here. I mean, I tried to do the DOS bench thing. 3D bench is probably a horrible idea. Same with the Doom. Norton sysinfo? It's because again, it's like it's not necessarily that it won't work. It's just will it work in a window? Because I can't capture the full screen. Wow, this is kind of slow. Because I know I made some capture of the 386 running stuff. This thing was just so much more faster, but I guess it just ran faster in DOS. Oh, I did have the SAR 286 thing here. Sometimes I just lose my mind. Yeah, it went full screen. So, this is all you get when it goes full screen. And then it bombed because it couldn't find a DLL. So it turns out I had the files here. Huh. All that digging around for floppies. Oh, that one crashed. Oh, I guess it's going to do the same thing as far as the file globbing not working right. I could have swore it was something about inverting whether or not the file exists. Made it actually work. So yeah, there was just something so weird about this. Where I remember if you returned one thing in the release or the beta, it returns something different. Maybe it's the file is here. Let me just inverse that one. So having two companies get half an operating system. Yeah, no kidding. Divorce is what it should be. And what a messy divorce it was. Set the industry back years. Alright, let's just try to recompile. So I can just vaguely recall that in the betas, one of these function calls returns the opposite of what it returns in production. And that is such a typical gotcha at this time. Like, they really did not want people using this C compiler or the C library. There was just so much stupid bad blood between IBM and Microsoft. Yeah, exactly. We got a better VMS. Ain't that the truth? Let's see what it does now. Okay, so that was the wrong one I inverted. But do I have sound? See, I do have sound. Let me just close this DOS box. No, don't save my data. But don't crash either, huh? Oh, I think I might have to reboot. See, I wasn't crazy. This thing did work. With sound. I don't know if you can hear it. Alright, I'm going to move my mic closer. But I tried to close this. If you want to quit without saving, yes, just quit. Yeah, you can kind of hear the bleep blops. Oh, cool. Okay, so it runs on Sarien here. So if I close this, and then try this in King's Quest, well, I'd like to pretend it's running faster. But it's not very good. This is it. Just close some of these prompts. Maybe it'll help. Probably not. Well, it's a little bit better, but it's still not playable. Not by a mile. Oh, that is just too bad. That is just too bad. I thought this would be so cool because we're actually running on real hardware. And it's just unplayable garbage. Oh. Let me reboot. See if that makes it any happier. It won't make me any happier. Yeah, so you can't see any of the text mode stuff. I guess just because when you run the Farlap 386 version under DOS, it's so fast that I somehow figured that the OS2 version would be okay. And obviously that is not the case. It's probably also because it's compiled with the Microsoft 386 compiler, which I don't think has very many optimizations. Oh, I'd left the floppy in the drive. Oh, good lord. When you can't see what you're doing because you're blind. So 3-finger again. Yeah, so if my hub hadn't exploded, I'd have the webcam right in front of my PS2, so then you could actually see the drives, and you would have saw that I left the USB stick attached. I guess I need to get a VGA splitter so I can hook it up to just another VGA monitor. And then maybe just point another camera at the monitor and just do this the old-fashioned, annoying, lame way. Oh good, well at least this much picks up. So you can actually see it is OS2 booting. But I guess if anything, I guess I should probably install OS2 on VMware if I was to try to do this for real. Okay, let's do this without going into DOS, because I think going into DOS messes with the timers. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We shall see. And I guess I gotta get out of the mind of building stuff for beta versions of OS2. But then again, you know, when that there's two versions that came out. The one that Brian bought from the eBay auction, and then the one that was in the that BBS Wares thing. You know, if I didn't make an OS2 version of this interpreter, there'd be no games at all. So it kind of needed one for the betas. I forget if I copied it in here. I guess we'll find out real quick. And if there's sound. I guess not. It should be making noise by now. There you go. More beepy boopy things. And I know my sound code is absolutely horrible. If you want to see code that's really bad, because the DOS beep function call, it locks the system when it beeps. So I didn't see a non-blocking version, so I made a thread that just plays the music. But it's all different types of weird timing and frequencies, and I couldn't figure it out, so I just guessed wildly. Yeah, this is unplayable. Ah, darn. I could swear when I loaded it on the 386, it was about this long. And I was really hoping this would be a lot more faster. Because Doom sure as heck was a lot faster on this thing. But I guess the catch is running it under OS2, though. Let's try this in fast mode and see if it helps at all. No. Well, this sucks. I was kind of counting on this being so much more faster. Wow, this is just terrible. It's definitely one of those things where under emulation, things can run so much more faster than they really do on real hardware. Or, of course, things that work fine under emulation don't work at all on real hardware. It's amazing how deceptive it can be sometimes. Oh well, let's go talk to the king anyways. Wow, open door. It's such a huge chore. Come on. Open P-E-N door. Yeah, even my input was just all messed up. Well, at least it's chirping now. I'm sure in the real game that's like 2 seconds. Come on, crawl slowly. I think there's a CPU chart thing in 2.0. So maybe we can just see how taxing this is. Or if I've totally screwed up and it's sitting there idling all the time. Let's see. No. Pulse, that's it. And that's the other thing. I've only got 5 megabytes of RAM. This machine definitely needs memory. But because it's in a Model 60 body, it's all 16-bit. Oh no, so you can see there, I'm running this thing at like 100. I've been meaning to profile Sarien to see why on earth it is so slow. There's got to be something fundamentally wrong in the code. And it's definitely one of those things, just when you get faster machines, it doesn't matter. Although this thing should be clocking around a 20 to 25 megahertz 486 for CPU tasks. So it's kind of why I was hoping this thing would be fast. Oh, I guess I can just pause it for a moment. You see, does that drop the CPU? It does. So let me see if I've got any DOS versions of it here. Alright, you can just use an OS2 window. I'm not sure if I can flag it CGA. Okay. Press escape, Wow, so you see the difference between the MS-DOS assembly version and the 386T version. Although I guess the good news is it looks just as terrible. Oh no, is it just as unplayable? It's just the music's better, right? Fast, come on. Whoa, way too fast, okay. That was kind of funny. So F9 restart, okay. So normal speed, it's just insanely slow. That is too funny. There must be some other weird timing thing going on. What else have we got? It's just fast. Normal, slow. Of course, you go fast and you're just going to warp. I can probably type in things like open door. Yeah, like I figured, 2 seconds. I guess you can go fast here. Normal. So what do you do? Walk into the king or something? Hi. That's no way to try to address the King Edward. Oh, brother. Great, now I'm going to trip up on the first thing. It's probably in the manual. Let's see how bad this one has just become. Wow, yeah, definitely running the DOS one does not help. It's just there's no way to pause these DOS machines, is there? I guess at least you get scaled image. So you can kind of see what's going on. So apparently it's Bow King. It's proper to stand directly in front of him. Alright. I thought I was standing directly in front. Ah, brother. You just talk to the king, really? Oh wow, I didn't expect the change of text mode. Let's see, but we're still throttled at 100%. Let's just see about this one if I save. Starts. Yeah, my keyboard code is just terrible. It got so confused about the ups and the downs, and I just really don't understand Presentation Manager, although I know it's a lot like the Windows API. But yeah, see, this is just as like almost painful. I'm gonna talk T A L K A I. Yeah, definitely on an emulated Pentium or whatever. This runs so much better. But yeah, you get the same speech. I guess I can just minimize this one. Yeah, kind of disappointed to be honest. I was hoping the OS2 thing would work fine. We speak to King Edward, he says, Sir Graham, I am an old man, I fear my end is near. Yeah, no kidding. Me too, man, especially watching this thing run in slow motion. Oh, even in a window, this is just going to be so tedious. And then, yeah, so like I was saying, so if I go full screen, Alt-Enter, I guess here, full screen. Nope. Come on, full screen. No, scaled image again. Because I'm watching this through the capture card, so it's not very accurate sometimes, the delay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to pick up nothing. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, and it's Control Escape to get back, but I don't think I can resume it back to a window. Yeah, I hit show and then it goes back. Yeah, back like this. And I don't think you can go back, because normally it was right Alt and Enter would return you back to, from full screen to windowed, but it doesn't work. Because why would it work? Well, that's just frustrating. So just close it. Yeah, just kill the DOS there. And then I guess it could be the OS2 version just hanging around killing what's left of my performance. Yep, and you see it bounces right back to 100%, and now we're crawling again. Well, that was kind of disappointing. And if I kill it, what do we get back CPU-wise? Yeah, it's kind of what I expect. So you see it just falls off the cliff. And now it's not so bad. And just run it in DOS again. Yeah, it's just so slow. Wonder if there's an EGA binding, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know if I mentioned, but yeah, this is the version from GOG, or Good Old Games. Ah, blow my nose. Escape. Ah, I guess it won't escape. Well, that's a shame. Because recently I just knew that this thing at least booted up to where I could even like just read what I'm doing, but I didn't think it was going to be this slow. Let's try BattleTech. Maybe BattleTech's just better. No, it's also like 100%. I don't think this is my first time. I think I do have a save game. Wow, it's just so slow. I guess this is like one of these like false memory things where like, you know, I could have swore I played some games and stuff under OS2. But now I'm really wondering, like, or was I just a lot more patient back then? Or did I just run them in full screen? Maybe it performs a lot better that way. Or is it just the I/O on this machine is just terrible because the memory is 16-bit, the video is 8-bit. The only redeeming thing on this thing is the disk is relatively fast. Because wow, this is it's like unbelievably slow. And I could have swore I played this under OS2. Oh, I didn't want a locust, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, let the computer fight for me. Let's just go die. Yes, those are Karaida mechs, and you're gonna get killed, yep. Especially because you took the weak mech. Yes, they've raided the facility. Everyone's gonna die. Here we go. We're gonna face 4 Jenners with the locust. It's gonna go very well. I'm surprised it took that long to get my mech destroyed. Yeah, just the CGA screen tear is just unbelievable. And if I try to scale this... No, I don't engage. You'll just die. Yeah, that screen tear. Look at that update. Ah, it's just terrible. I think I might just call it a night. I don't know why. I really thought this thing wouldn't be so incredibly slow. Because by the time I was, you know, like being able to run on something that was not a 286, I had that 386 16, which was like the old board. And, you know, things ran, but it was slow as crap. But after that, I got that 486. But I guess that's the thing. When I got a 486, the 32-bit memory, It was VL, so I had a 32-bit video card, 32-bit IDE. And this is definitely not. Oh, good. It's just going to recursively call itself. I don't know why Flight Simulator has such stupid batch file nonsense. I just don't know if this is pre-configured to run CGA. I guess it is. Because this used to be how they showed off the betas of OS2, running Flight Simulator in a window. Yeah, this is just too slow. Well, this is just really disappointing because I really thought this would be faster. The only thing I can think of is maybe the device driver's not loaded, but I have to think without the device driver loaded, this would be way slower. I guess an interesting experiment might be to load Windows 95. Let's see if it's any better. Because, yeah, I think our landmark under DOS is getting like 115. So it's kind of what I would expect in this. But it's just so terrible. Then I have like Norton Utility 6. I hate these. You take it for granted that we can just run stuff with normal commands. But then again, you know what? I've been using PowerShell a lot, and it is not intuitive. No, it is not intuitive. Which one is it? It's not disk tool, of course. Not speed disk, not diskette it. I thought it was SI. Like sysinfo. Oh, it is sysinfo. I'm getting old. All these weird things blend together. Yeah, so it knows it's microchannel. You can see VGA 46, it says 25 megahertz. On benchmark, maybe? Alright, let's do CPU speed. Yeah, and I think that's basically what it clocked in here, was about as fast as the 386 at 33 megahertz. Just because this thing basically has everything working against it. But, you know, being like basically double of the 386 at 16 megahertz, this thing does not feel twice as fast. No, it does not. Actually, how's the CPU handling? Okay, yeah, it's still max. That's what I expect. Yeah, so I guess the lesson here is honestly emulation's just better. Because it's sure nice just to go into the settings in another program and just say, more CPU, please. But on the real machines, you can't download faster hardware. And in this thing, that's certainly not true. Yeah. Oh, what a disappointment. Well, I guess is what you get for finding out live. I guess I just didn't want to. I guess. I guess that's the joy of finding out. That I really thought this thing would have been better. Then on the other hand, it's like if I didn't find out this way, it'd be like, oh yeah, I've got this great machine, but it's terrible, it's unusable, so no, we'll just pretend it doesn't exist. Definitely, I guess I'd have to say, if anyone's interested in retro stuff, don't go under a Pentium. I don't know how true it is anymore now, but definitely look at the 3-volt Pentiums. There's this window of Pentiums before the MMX, so they're the 75, 100, 133, 166, 200s. That they don't have MMX instructions, so they're not as, I guess, desirable or collectible. But last time I looked, they were relatively cheap because people want a fortune for a 486 or a 386. And yeah, you're just not going to get any good performance out of it. I don't know why I was thinking I actually got performance back in the day, but it could be this Microsoft C compiler too. But I guess the problem is do I even have like Watcom or I guess it would have to be Watcom. No, I don't on here. I have GCC, but GCC won't build presentation manager programs because this is what do you call it? It's my my port of GCC, and by port, like really big air quotes because there's really nothing in it. I don't know if I have it installed. I guess I do. Of course, does it actually run? Maybe. I guess I've already compiled something. Oh, that's good. Let's see if this does anything. It may not, because it calls math functions, and that's pretty much broken. But yeah, GCC is just a huge program to be running. And then it bombs. Nice. Okay. I guess for some reason the make file doesn't call it right. But yeah, you just see how painfully slow. And of course, it also needs a lot of memory. But the nice thing about this is you can see the individual phases where you see GCC is just a driver program that it calls the C preprocessor. And then after it's done the preprocessor to run all your macros and includes and stuff, then it calls the actual C compiler, CC1. And now it's going to convert all that C into assembly. and you just see it struggling. Yeah, the other thing too is GCC uses a lot of RAM, and I only have 5 megabytes of 16-bit memory. That's really not enough. And I want to say this version of GCC I compiled with the Microsoft C compiler for Windows NT, and then linked it natively. But yeah, it's definitely not doing presentation manager programs because I believe it needs a different calling convention. I think it's still in Pascal, like the original Windows SDK. Yep, now it's finally calling the assembler. You see how fast the assembler is compared to the compiler. Yeah, I mean, definitely one of those things. GCC was great because it was free, but yeah, you needed a lot of infrastructure to be running this stuff. But like everything else, you know, things only got faster and cheaper. You wouldn't even think twice about running this now. If anything, this would just complete in seconds. Oh good, it failed to do its job. Well, that's weird. Oh, because it used the other assembler. I guess it outputs directly to objects. Because I have a version of the assembler that outputs to Xenix 386. What do you call it? Object files, which works under Windows NT with its linker, but doesn't work under OS2. Yeah, so this is gonna fail, I'm sure. Yeah, like I saw this before. Yeah, so you can see AX and AS are the same ones. She don't know I'm even doing this, but I guess I was just trying to see if this thing works. But like I said, GCC can't compile Presentation Manager, so it doesn't matter. And I'm definitely not going to build GCC with GCC on this machine with only 5 megabytes of RAM. There's no way. Oh, that might be a great sign. Why? Because the assembler crashes. Signal 127. Great. Oh, I'm going to take it that means basically none of this is going to work. It definitely worked under the beta. Under emulation? No, I ran it on physical hardware. It's just with this SLC upgrade, it definitely does not work. You know, and that could be another thing too. It could just be issues with this CPU module. Yeah, it not being genuine Intel. Maybe it's just not exactly compatible. I don't know. Wow, well anyways, this was a bust. Sorry. I didn't think this thing would be so unbelievably slow. Yeah. I gotta rethink my strategy. I guess I definitely need to, I guess, test stuff ahead of time because this was terrible. But, you know, I guess that's minor entertainment, you know, find out the hard way. Does this actually work? And the answer is technically yes, but wow, you can do a lot better than this hunk of junk. That's disappointing. Oh well, I'll have to think of something for next time. Sorry about that for everyone watching. I really thought it was gonna work better than this. Yeah, I really got to rethink my strategy on this stupid machine. Or have emulation on standby ready to go, but I just really don't feel like installing OS2 right now. Oh well, have a good night.